Greetings and welcome to Miles More Motivation, the show that is designed to give you more happiness, fulfillment, and obviously more motivation. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to get out of a bad mood. I've got to tell you, I used to be a person that was regularly in a bad mood. It's crazy as it seems. Miles, you used to be in bad moods. First thing in the morning, I was terrible. I was horrendous. I was moody. If I hadn't had 3 cups of coffee, I was like the Grinch. I was a really moody person in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. And if for you sometimes find that you ever get yourself in a bad, if you're like, Miles, I never get in a bad mood, this video may not be for you. But however, if you're one of those people that sometimes just find yourself randomly in a bad mood, I'm going to share with you 3 really crucial things that are not everything in terms of getting out of a bad mood, but they're definitely 3 things that I found are really helpful to help you escape a bad mood. The first one is what I call, if I can get my notes, is what I call a power up. All right. So a power up effectively means mobilizing your body in a way that elevates your state. So for example, scientifically, it is proven that when you elevate your heart rate, you release serotonin into your bloodstream, which is called the happy hormone. So the name kind of speaks for itself, right? Do I need to elaborate anymore? But if you're a person that ever finds yourself in a bad mood, then the best way for you to get out of that is to exercise. Now you may go, but Miles, I'm in a bad mood. I've already done my morning workout. I'm not talking about going for a run, doing another weight session. I'm just talking about mobilizing your body. So for me, if I ever get into a stressful, tense, moody state, the first thing I do is a power up. For me, a power up, one of the power ups that is my go-to, is I do about 50 jumping jacks wherever I am in that moment. Now, I've had times where I've literally stopped what I'm doing in the middle of a seminar, stop everyone that's in the room and say, right, you've been in your seats for a while. We're gonna change our states. And little do they know that actually part of the reason I'm doing it is for me, because my kind of energy and my mood has dropped. But they don't know that, right? So one of the best ways, if you find yourself getting in a bit of a mood or getting in a bit of a funk, is to do what I call a power up. And for me, the easiest power up you can do is just to kind of do jumping jacks on the spot. Literally just jumping jacks on the spot, 50 of them. The minute some kind of anger, frustration, sadness, mood comes in, whatever you're doing, get up out of your seat. Generally it happens when you're in a low state, you're sat at a computer, you've been sat on the sofa for too long. Get up out of your seat, change your physiology, do 50 star jumps, you will instantly feel better. I did say, if you've watched these videos before, they are very common sense, but not necessarily common practice. So that is the first one. You need to do more regular, scheduled power-ups. Number 2, you need to do what we call power downs, all right? So as important as it is to power up, to charge yourself, it's just as important to power down. For me, power downs are things like meditation. For me, power downs are things like a power nap, for example. I have this brainwave power nap that I do on YouTube. It's about 9 minutes long. I feel very relaxed after I do that. I think it's just as important to power down as it is to power up. A meditation that I do is called a release meditation, which basically means for 2 minutes you just deep breathe in, deep breathe out, and on the out breath you say to yourself the word release. And release, the word release, is representing thoughts, stress, tension, or any anxiety or the bad mood. You're committing to releasing all of that in 2 minutes. One other thing that's been proven is that meditation, if you go, I'm not into meditation, scientifically, all meditation is, really at its core, is deep diaphragmatic breathing, which has been proven to reduce the levels of cortisol in the body. Cortisol is the stress hormone which generally creates bad moods. So if you want to get out of a bad mood, you want to increase the serotonin, the happy hormone, 50 star jumps. You want to push out the stress. You want to do a power down, such as the release meditation or any other form of meditation that gets you breathing very deeply for at least 2 minutes. And the last thing that I found that really helps if you are in a bad mood is what I call an appreciation log. So many times I found myself in the past in a bad mood, and ultimately when you change your focus from what's not right, kind of what's not perfect yet, what you're frustrated about, what you're in a bad mood about, my kids aren't doing what I want them to do, my wife's not doing what I want her to do, the weather is terrible, it is actually raining as we do this video. When you change your focus from that to logging what you're grateful and appreciative for, your whole state changes. So an appreciation log is literally grabbing out a pen and paper and writing down 20 things in that moment that you feel appreciative or grateful for. I guarantee that if you are in a mood and you start an appreciation log, by the time you get to the number 20, you will feel incrementally better. You might start and go, oh, but Miles, I don't feel grateful for anything because, my business is struggling in this. What have I got to be grateful for? I'm sure if you look hard enough, there are things you can be grateful for. Whether it's your family, whether it's the fact that you're alive. Forbid that we focus on something as profound and as woo-woo as that, right? That you have your health, that you have people that love you, that you have food in the fridge, that you have clean running water on tap, literally, when there are people in other countries that don't have that. When you take the time to physically, not think about, Miles, I think about what I'm grateful for, I do that already. No. Write down 20 things that you're grateful for when you're in a mood. In fact, do it every single day. I do this every single morning as soon as I get up. It will instantly put you in a better state. Combine the power up with the power down, with the appreciation log. Do that every single day for the next 7 days. And what you'll find is that actually those bad moods you'll find that you have less of them. You'll find that actually you're in more of a control of your state. And actually by doing things like this that I think are very proactive processes to create good moods, you'll find that your reaction to things that would usually have caused a bad mood have less of an impact and less of a hold over you. Common sense stuff, but not necessarily common practice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit like, hit share, and if you would like some help with this mood piece, if you feel like you would benefit from a coaching call about this and you'd like to kind of dive deep into sort of having better levels of understanding of your moods and your emotions and why you think the way that you think, then there should be a link somewhere under this video where you can go ahead and book a coaching call with me. Complimentary coaching call worth £300. Go ahead and book a call with me now. That's it. Miles More Motivation. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Take care. Goodbye.